Hey guys, hope you're all well. I'm here at the Gleaming Depths, right before the Terror fight. Now, I've been asked a lot about my build. People have seen my large crit numbers and speed runs, and they want to know how. So let's have a little look. It's my own personal build this is. I'm not saying you should follow it, or it's just a little chance to have a look what I'm running. I might do a couple of builds more user-friendly, like a beginner build, maybe an end game build. Builds intended for people to have a little look and maybe try out. This is a bit more min-maxed, harder to follow, and well, you can do exactly this build and know exactly what I'm doing, but it's not the easiest to follow. So let's have a little look. Straight into perks, yeah. Let's start with in strength. I've got traveling pharmacy. 1 star. I've got a lot of chems. I need to keep the weight down. That's the reason. Heavy gunner perks. Locked and loaded. Helps bring my DPS up. More time you spend reloading. Better chance you'll get killed. Less damage you're doing. Plane train. That's kind of useful for the second phase when you're running around with the Momires. It's easier to push them out the way. And then we've got blocker. Tanking damage. Alright, concentrate fire. That's just enough. Life giver, tankiness. Through hiker, again, for my carry weight, I've got a lot of food buffs. Natural resistance for a bit more tankiness. Burst puncher for AP. Bullet shield for a lot of tankiness and a little bit of damage. Fireproof tankiness again. And one more time, iron stomach for tankiness. Field surgeon, kind of tankiness. Make sure your stims heal real quick. Stranger numbers, that helps a lot with mutations. I run a lot of mutations. Team medic, and I've shared it, so that means anybody uses a stim pack near anybody, and the whole team gets healed as long as you're in the radius. Really useful for tanking up your team. Tenderizer for damage. First aid, again, kind of tankiness, makes your stim packs heal you more. Nerd rage, I'm a bloodied build. It's not necessary to be a bloodied build, it's just the best way to get your DPS up. It's hard in raids to run bloodied, so if you're not used to it, it's not a great idea. Power user, I use a lot of fusion cores. Stabilized, bit of accuracy, mainly for the armor pan. I'm carrying a lot of energy ammo, fusion cells, plasma cores, and fusion cores. Now, action girl, I want to get my AP up as fast as I can. The more AP I've got, the more VATs I can use, the more use out of dodge I get. Born survivor, maxed out. Gunfu, helpful for changing targets. A little bit of extra damage. That drops too often to really run it maxed out. And then Adrenaline, rank 2. I wanted to put points in agility for more AP, and Adrenaline is useful. I would have run rank 1 anyway. My extra point went to make it rank 2. You can get a bit of use out of the tail when you kill the tail, mainly for round 2, stage 2 with the moat miners. You get a lot of use out of it there. Tiny bit of use out of it stage 3 with the repair bots, not a lot. Now in luck, better criticals, more damage. Ricochet, tankiness, more damage. Four leaf clover, particularly useful on the Terror fight because the hit chance on their eye is tiny. So this helps bring your VATs up. You can do a crit and then your hit chance goes up a lot because you're hitting them consistently. Fast Freak, I run a lot of mutations, really helps out. Critical Savvy, this boosts your DPS no end. With the setup I've got, you can crit every other shot. Very useful. Really puts up my damage output up. Drink Shield, a bit more tankiness. We are in diminishing returns with resistances, but every little helps here. So it brings up our tankiness a tiny bit. If you don't have Junk Shield, it's not a massive difference. But the resistances you have affects deflect. So it affects ricochet and bullet shield. Increases the damage they do. And then I will 1 rank of Bloody Mass and Curator. Now, Bloody Mass is a swappable card. If I don't need the damage, I'll put Good Resolve in. because I run a lot of food buffs. Now, I am end game, so I have got a lot of legendary cards. I've got 4 doing specials to get my third cards in. 1 for taking, 1 for the team, increases my damage. And Power Armor Reboot is really useful, especially for stage 2. You get 1 hit by a mole miner, 40% chance you won't die. Brilliant. And it comes in useful with the Terraphyte. If I fuck up and it kills me, it's a 40% chance it just doesn't happen. Now, with a Terraphyte, I need poison resistance. Now, one option is Funky Duds. So if we look at the legendary cards here, Funky Duds. That gives you straight up poison resistance. Now, I was running that, but I decided Power Armor Reboot was more helpful for me. Helped in stage 2. If I died, it helps a lot. It's only 40% chance there. Now, for my weapons. My main weapon, surprise, surprise, is a Gatling Plasma. Bloodied, crit damage, less AP cost, and then pinpointers. Unfortunately, I do not have the Stinning Core. I would do even more damage if I had the Stinning Core, but I got a calibrated capacitor, so that's more crit damage, rifle barrel, standard. I don't have the core I want. Reflex sight for bringing AP down, accelerated nozzle, faster fire rate. That means more DPS. It's my main weapon for damage dealing. I've got Medic's laser rifle. Medic's doesn't really matter. The main thing is this is fast firing. It's got a splitter on, so shooting 5 at once. And what I use this for is Strand Crystals, stage 4. And it doesn't matter how much damage you do and such. It's more how many hits you can get on a crystal is how fast it destroys it. So this is perfectly set for that. Splitter, 5 hits per shot. Weapon speed, shooting faster, reload speed. And yeah, if you want to use it as a medical weapon, you can shoot your friends, heal them. I don't at the moment in the raids. It's just for breaking the crystals. Doubles up as my medic's weapon. Holy Fire. Kind of a perfect role for a Holy Fire. Bloodied speed, lightweight, you can replace that. And then the 4th star with the fire damage. This I only use stage 3 for killing links. Basically, when they drain your AP, this just keeps going. Keep firing it into their face, melts them really quick. Doesn't rely on that. Works very well in links. Excellent for melting them. This, the only reason I got this, I don't use it for fighting, shooting, nothing. It's got cores as its ammo type. So when I remember, I swap to this at the end of the stage. It helps keep my fusion cores supplied, because otherwise I just go through so many. Now this, I'm trying it out at stage 2. I haven't decided if I'm keeping it on my loadout yet. Could be useful if you're running the tunnels, and then you run back in to put the fuel in, you can shoot the mole miners. Do some damage, easy to fire, does some area effect, I'm not sure. Gamma gun for radiation. Dangerous Ranger. Max out your damage on the bosses. Auto axe. This is excellent for staggering the ultragenetic Stalker Mole Miner on stage 2. This is like a must have. Shredder works also, and a chainsaw will work also. That's my weapons. On to my armor. I've got regular armor underneath, but that's not what I use for the raids. What I use is this set here. Oh, there we go. Which is a union set. And what it is 1 auto stem with 5 overeaters. And then on the head I have got database. Recon Santas work very well too. If you aim on the stalker, you keep track of them on your compass. I started with that. I didn't make as much use of it as I should have. Just forgetting to do it. Changed to this. Intelligent helps your healing because of first aid. Scales with intelligence. Now, because the set bonus is 150 poison, that is why I'm Union. The carry weight is also helpful. So I've got 3 pieces of action point regen, and then I have got 3 pieces, 2 pieces of luck, and then I've got 2 pieces of sentinels, which is bugged at the moment, but I put the 2 pieces on, and I have seen an improvement in tankiness. At the moment, they're a bit buggy, but they still work well enough. I keep them on there. I put them on, I've noticed a huge difference. And then I've got three pieces of through hikers, which with my perks mean I got 90% reduction in cans and food and drink, which is essential for me. I carry a lot of that. And I got optimized braces. So when I use my auto axe, it doesn't drain so much AP. Excellent. On the legs, I got vented. I normally run calibrate shocks, but vented gives you a 10% reduction on your fusion core drain, which I find essential. I go through so many fusion cores in this raid. Yeah, it's hard to keep up, so every little helps. Otherwise, I would be using calibrate shocks. The carry weight. I've made this work. I haven't got a carry weight issue. For me, it's worth it. So now that is my power armor. I've got coffee. I'm going to keep like that, so I can pop the coffee when I need to. Now effects tab. There's a lot going on here. I've got some serums running. Just to get rid of the negative effects. Don't have to do that, but for maximum damage I do. Now I got a bobblehead heavy gun running. The damage, I've got Tesla 9, which says plus 100, but that's 100% critical damage on heavy guns. Very useful. Company T running. Mute Fruit T, that is critical damage. I've got a lot of food buffs. Most important is more AP, more HP, and then endurance, luck, agility. The rest is nice to have, but they're the kind of key parts. Fully fed, fully hydrated. I've got all of the mutations. Not all of them are useful for this build. I run one account, and I run all the different builds, shotguns, rifles, melee. So I find it useful just to have all of the mutations. That's not for everyone. You just pick the ones which are useful for this build, and you can also put on starch genes under endurance to keep them from disappearing or gaining new mutations. Adrenal reaction, is essential. Bird bones, essential. Carnivore, I prefer, but herbivore will give you more crit boost. But carnivore is a lot easier, and it gives you a lot more special boosts, which I find useful. And then chameleon is just basically useless. I don't use it at all. It's just there. Eagle eyes for crit damage, nice bit of perception. Egghead, surprisingly, it's not just for XP. In this scenario, it gives me more stimpack regen because of the first aid scales of endurance. No, intelligence. Electrical charge, it's okay. You don't want empath. Grounded, you don't want. I've got it for the extra energy resist. And if I need to do max damage, I pop a mutation. Otherwise, it takes your energy gun damage down by 12%. Healing factor, just handy. Herd mentality, absolutely essential. It's free special. Being in a team, I normally am in a team. Marsupial, everybody's got that. Plague Walker, not essential. Scaly Skin, very, very good. Speed Demon, very, very good. Alan's useless on this build. Unstabilized, so it's okay. Take it or leave it. Twisted Muscles. I'm not sure is this helping with crippling or not. But if it isn't, it's useless for this. The only use it would be if it helps with the cripple chance with the auto axe. I'm not sure. These are the specials when I've got my buffs running. And That's about it. That's my resistances. Almost 200 poison. It would be if I'm on a team. A little bit of frost, a little bit of fire. Quite high resistances. 820, 750. I would normally run on a team, but this is a solo run. There's no team in a private world. Otherwise, and without being on a team, stranger numbers not in use. P-medic not in use. So I'm a little bit of disadvantage, lacking a bit of damage and such, but there you go. So I'm going to run this terror. I don't know how it'll go. I'll keep it in if I die, I'll keep it in if I win. So I will pop either Psycho Buff, Overdrive. If I'm on a team, I will pop Overdrive for extra damage and let the team go. If I'm not on a team, I really don't need to die. Psycho Buff's damage and a bit of tankiness. I've also got wine for a little bit of AP. I'll pop wine. And I've got Overdrive. Just giving me crit damage. Go forward. Big syringe. Target the high in buffs. I will do a little bit more damage on the team because taking off of the team can't activate that team member. As you can tell, damage is not an issue with this book. As long as you're careful, tankiness is not an issue at all. Easily take down this player. Oh. Have to do this. Need to really avoid that poison, especially. Ready? The screen, just give it a bit of back in the air. Show your popping skins. As you can see, it's not as easy as it looks. I'm going to keep that in, just to show you. Sometimes I die. If you're playing Bloodied, it is high risk. Slightly easier on a team as well. Reapply buffs. Psycho buff this time. Wine. Sort my radiation out. Be rotten now because I've respawned. Okay. Let's go again. As you can see, planning. What you have to do is avoid its acid, because that does a lot of damage. In an ideal world, 4,000, 400 poison resistance. I decided to go over the power of the step. But Frank Judge would also look very well. Give you more tankiness in this fight. Keep jumping. screaming at you. As you can see, it's hyper optimized, but it's high risk. This is why I wouldn't suggest you just picking up this build and expecting to do a good raid run. It is very good, but it is a little fragile. High damage, high risk. Yeah, careful. The stem. It's a lot easier. But even if you have extra mix, you have extra effectiveness perks, mix and boosting potions. And that will boost you down again a little bit, but as you can see, not very reliable doing that. But the adrenaline is still stuck for a minute, so slight knowledge. So that's why I'm not quite boosting it. 2 icons. Stop that attack down and spam the stigmas, because I know we're doing a lot of damage. And that is the idea, is it? That would be too painful. That's good. Let's see. In a team, you would have 100% weapon durability, so that wouldn't break. As you can see, it wasn't the best end. There we go. And that was an honest showcase of the build I'm currently running. As you can see, it's not for everyone. This isn't an easy build to follow. I am intending to make a few raid builds for you to follow nice and easy. A beginner one, which will be full health, and then an end game one, which is full health or bloodied. I will need some more time to put some more work into those. This is the build I'm running right now. It's really powerful, pretty tanky, but as you can tell, it's easier on a team from the benefits, and you're not the only one being targeted then. But you can solo it, and each part of the raid this is designed to help it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I've left it as it is. I haven't cropped it down to make it look particularly fantastic. You can see I died twice. I've left that in for you to see. It is difficult, but rewarding. Lots of damage. Quite a lot of tankiness. I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a like, give this video a share, and subscribe if you liked it. I'll be bringing more build videos out in the future. This is more of a showcase. I don't expect people to follow this build, but in the future I will make builds for you to follow. So have a little look and follow. It'll be easier to follow than this. This is just what I'm running now. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.